So how do you do body filler? How do you do body work, right? So first you're going to want to start with your body filler. I like to use all different kinds. This stuff is really good. This is the Rage Ultra Premium Filler. It's really pretty good. It lays nice and smooth. Now this is going to be kind of fast, so I'm going to put this on here, about that much. Then I like to smush it down. You don't stir it or else you'll get a lot of air bubbles. You want to kind of smush out the bubbles, if you can imagine that. And you're being really fast through this. You already have all your other stuff ready. You have your other stuff already dried off, you know, and dust free. And then you'll notice that it becomes like one color. And then once you have it one color, I like to grab my spreader, kind of pick it up. I use paper just because each time you mix it, you can just throw the paper away. I like to use notebooks. It just works really good for me. It has, a lot of people use boards. I prefer just a notepad like this. Now let's move this over here. So then if you notice right there, there's some little dips in here. So I want to smooth this out, right? So now I take a bunch and I just kind of put it on there, and then I'm going to spread it kind of like a cake batter, right? You spread it and you see it lays nice and kind of smooth. Cheaper stuff doesn't lay as smooth, or more durable stuff doesn't lay as smooth either. So, you know, you kind of got to figure out which one you want to use, right? Do you want to use the really, really strong stuff, which doesn't quite lay as glass smooth? Or do you want to lay the weaker stuff but it does lay nice and smooth? And now that I'm doing it with the hood, I want to run this right in the groove here to kind of make sure I don't get too much, oops, I'm gonna fuck that up, mess that up, I mean. We'll edit that out. And then I go through here and kind of run along there. Oh man, I did it again. Damn it. So, let me do that one more time there. Lay that nice and smooth. There we go. That's nice and smooth now. And then I'm just gonna leave it like that. And so if you notice, it looks pretty smooth now. I'm gonna take this off and kind of show you. If you look down there, it lays nice and glass smooth. And you don't have to lay it nice. See now this is rough. This is all gonna stand out nice and easily. That right there is a little bit dip. So we'll see, I'll probably sand that out. And then the front here was a little bit low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm doing the whole top of the hood, making that all nice and square. And if you notice, like the gaps aren't quite right now because I got some body filler in there. But then when I get it all perfectly smooth and leveled out, then I'm gonna open the hood and address the gaps here. But you don't wanna do that until you have it all perfectly smooth, because if you keep lifting it and closing it, lifting it and closing it, it's never gonna quite line up perfectly again. So you wanna get it perfect one time, and then you can always put it back that way once you get it all perfect. Anyway, hope that answers your question, buddy. Hope this helps.